Hello and welcome to another commentary episode. This time it is season 1, episode 4.
Yes, we are listening to the survey, the fourth one that we made, and it's real good, I think. So here,
Of course you'd think that.
I'm gonna hit play.
Where did I put it? I could have sworn this.
Are you sure it's playing?
It is.
Is it?
I don't hear anything.
B? Worker B.
Yes, Captain Winnipeg. How may I be of assistance?
Have you seen my spacesuit anywhere? I know.
I
put
like
it back in
playing
storage.
Winnipeg when he's kind of
yes.
like mildly
I had
annoyed.
It sent to engineering
It's
for maintenance.
it's a good look. Like
Why?
that vibe
new.
like, between him and B is so
Captain,
much
surely
fun.
It is.
frequency at
It
which you
sometimes
leave the
reminds me
safety
of
of
the
the ship
vibe
has
between
escaped
me
my
and
notice.
you.
We
Which
may
is
be
funny
equipped
though,
with
because
ice
usually
quality
I'm the one
airborne
being
filters
annoyed
for
and
it.
not the
I
one
don't
doing
know
the
that
annoying
these
on
suits were
purpose.
That's
constructed
true.
with such
So it's like
constant use in
flipped a
mind.
little bit.
Are you
That's just a
kidding
little
me?
bit.
Just a little
These are
bit.
the same kinds of suits we used.
Also,
back
it's
when
less antagonistic with you and I,
When you
so
what,
that helps.
Sure. Less
I had my
antagonistic.
old job
Yeah,
working
I think
for the
so.
Tritsy. We had to go off ship plenty, and
Katie
suits
decided
still
this
didn't
was
get
our
sent for that
personal
kind of
little
checkup
tent,
more than
which
once
is
a
nice.
quarter.
Then I am doing my job even more efficiently than the lit Tritsy. Jeepers,
Oh,
that's such a
Worker bee.
compliment, Captain.
I love
If I
how
had a
like
circulatory system
she's
and skin,
slowly
rest
like
assured, I
enacting
would be
this
blushing.
plan across the episodes,
Okay.
and she's just like, tee hee,
Where are
I'm
the
just a
standard
silly
efficiencies?
little AI, tee hee
Also
hee.
undergoing
Yeah.
And
maintenance.
Winnipeg's just like,
It seemed prudent to have all suits maintained
Yeah,
at the same
that-
time
That
for the
was
sake
fun,
of
just
efficiency.
being like,
B,
okay,
this
she
isn't
came up with the
Tell Ray that they're
plan,
fine
and
and
she
don't need
starts
me.
putting it together
Captain,
this one,
they
and then
have
it pays
already
off
set
by
their
the end of
systems
next
to task of
episode.
dismantling
Mhm.
valves on the
And then
suits
the
in
rest
question.
of the season
Each will take at least
happens.
3 hours and 8 minutes to
Lex is, like,
reassemble,
right up
so
on
it
me.
makes little sense
He
not
does
to
that.
continue. And then
I
there's the
thought the
matter of
treat
the
would
radio.
keep him occupied for longer, but
Okay.
it didn't.
Fine.
He's too smart for his
I
own
guess
good.
Bipis
Mhm,
Industries
mhm.
gets it shot
Just like
to the
Worker bee.
nose, too.
Yeah.
What was that, Captain?
Nothing. I'm going to the bar, and I'd like it if no one bothered me for at least half an hour.
Winnipeg's like, oh,
I will
I
take
don't
care
get
of
to take
any
my
situations as they arise,
15-minute break outside.
Phase 1 of threat neutralization complete.
Phase 1. Whoa.
Worker bee is implementing mandatory overtime.
No.
And Winnipeg just like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Crash of the Mellifera
Crash of the
by
Mellifera.
Morgan Lane.
Are you
Episode
mocking
4,
me?
The
Crash of the
Survey.
Mellifera.
Are you mocking me and my slightly nasally Midwestern voice?
Crash of the Mellifera, y'all. Yeah. Alas, we do not have space cowboys. I wish.
Winnipeg gets close, but he's more of
He's-
like a space ding dong.
He's more like a space pirate, in my opinion.
Honestly, yeah.
He works for the government, like.
Yeah, that seems very piratey.
Mm-hmm. Look at what our tax dollars are paying for.
Attention
Some guy who sits at a bar and
customers
eats
of Apis
hazelnuts.
Industries, within a
Wowie
purposefully
zowie.
vague
Though
number
Apis
of
is
days,
technically private.
Beginning after this announcement's termination, and ending just as our descent onto Eosphros is initiated, we will be staging a ship-wide safety drill to ensure each of you
We're about
knows
to
your
leave now.
correct
Let's do
course
a
of
safety
action
drill.
in the event of an emergency. Remember that safety video we graciously provided to
Worker
you
bee
at
just
the
does
beginning
whatever
of
she
the
wants.
cruise?
She
Well,
really
get ready to
does.
have a ton of fun implementing
good of the
data you
customer.
absorb.
It's for the
Because
good of
this
the
drill is going to
customers.
be one heck of a good time. Safety drills are a time-honored tradition implemented by Mr. Apis when he first organized
I
our
don't think
cruise
Apis
line.
organized safety
But
drills,
don't
in my
take my
opinion.
word
I don't
for
think
it.
Apis
Here's a
organized
pre-recorded
anything. I
message
think
from
he
our
just hired a
glorious
bunch of people
benefactor
and he
himself.
just
I
told
think
him to leave him
I
alone.
think Space
Hello,
OSHA was
passengers
like,
aboard the Mellifera. Mr.
Do
Apis
this.
here,
yeah.
thanking all of you for trusting.
Is this the
Apis
first time we've heard
Cruises with
Apis?
Your time, your entertainment,
It may
and most
be.
importantly, your
I think
safety.
so. Sean is awesome.
Here at
Sean does a
honestly.
really good
Apis
Apis
we
voice.
pride
I like
ourselves
I like
providing
the
top-notch
the
customer
vibes.
experience.
Hashtag
In fact,
vibes.
we
It,
ranked
it's
number
very,
one this
it's
year
like
for
he gives
cruise
both
line
like
customer
that, hey,
satisfaction
I'm a
in Phase
professional
2.
dude, but also
Make
I'm
of
kind
that
of
what you
arrogant
will.
and don't actually know what I'm talking about.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
And
as
it's very
hard as we
good.
strive to make every moment
I've
of
gotten
your
I've gotten a
cruise
few
a relaxing
compliments
break from
on
your busy life.
just his
There
performance,
is
just
always
because it's
a
like,
small
oh, his
chance
voice is
that
really
an
good. It's like,
unexpected
yeah, it
safety
is.
Mhm.
incident
I
may
think
disrupt your vacation. information.
His voice goes well
That's
with
why the
Apis,
Apis team has
and,
instituted drills on any intrasystem
your
transport
brother's voice is
lasting
really good
more
for the
than
barkeep.
days.
Oh yeah.
Michael
The
kind of
video
has that
provided at the beginning of the cruise
deadpanish,
will still be
Yeah.
accessed from the viewport in your cabin. And any
He is
questions you have
salacious
about
voice.
protocol
Salacious
for the
is
drill
not the right word,
should be
but
directed in the security
yeah,
officer
he's
or the cruise
he's very
director.
good at that kind of dry
As
humor
always,
and
thank you for
sarcasm,
flying.
which is integral
And thank
to
you,
Barkeep's
Mr.
whole
Apis.
thing.
Yep.
That's a little joke, since the message was pre-recorded.
Has-
Get on to business.
Oh, I know, that's a future
You
thing
will
I
know
can't
when
talk
the drill
about.
has been
Ooh, you
initiated
almost
from
let
the
it slip.
I know.
When you hear that sound, proceed calmly.
You'll
to
hear
the
that
nearest
sound
gas
so
station
much
by
more
this
in
direct
the
route. Do
episodes to
not
come.
return to your cabin for valuables, and do not
All I
deviate from
remember
your
is
course
during
in an
fire
attempt to
drills
meet
in
up
like
with
high
friends or family
school,
members.
Yeah.
automatically
Our security
like
team,
with
under
other
direction of
band
Officer
kids
Tomer,
just
will
marching
have
in
every
time with
consumer
it.
checked upon their arrival at a
Yeah,
muster station
I
before
remember
searching
that
for any
apparently
organics not accounted for.
one of
And
my
of
younger
course,
brothers
if you have further queries
pulled
regarding
the
the drill,
fire alarm
use
at
the
a
proper
school
space
once.
and
Yeah,
stickers to ask me,
poor
your
guy.
approval
He just
cruise
has some
director.
impulse control
Oh,
stuff.
It seems we
He's
already
great,
have
though.
a question, though I wasn't quite done speaking. Let's see. Question 1 from Mr. Van Steren. I heard Apis is back in touch. I want
This
to
is
talk to
honestly
him
one of
right
my
now.
favorite
These
like
communication
bits
failures
of
are
like just like little
unacceptable.
humorous asides. Like
You
it does
must
it
have
sets up
misheard
the
what I said,
episode so
valued
it's like
customer.
important, but
That
also
was a
it's just like,
recording. Our
hey,
head engineer
nobody
is
listened
flagging
to
to
what
repair
B
the
said
radios
and they
as I
just drew
speak.
their own
Wait,
conclusions.
we are
Nobody
getting
ever
more
listens.
questions.
Nobody ever reads.
Question 2
You
from
spend
Miss Ellis.
you spend weeks
This
crafting
goes. How can we
manuals
trust you
and
with our safety if
walkthroughs,
your radio
and
can't
people
even
send you
stay operational
emails
through
with
takeoff?
the
Well,
with
really?
questions that are answered on page
4,
4.
3,
Yeah.
You
That's
want
fine.
us to leave our valuables in
You
our
should see the
cabins while
paperwork we
pretend
get
to be
at
in
our
danger?
job,
This
like,
sounds like a scam. 4,
People
Mr.
just
Ashford.
like
I heard the
people make
chime. Where's the
assumptions that
muster
make no
station?
sense. Like we
Oh,
call
no.
okay, here's
Hold
the
on, I just
It is
realized that
used
it's
censored.
well.
Why
I
didn't
guess
you
I
address
guess
the problem
Ashford
with your
could be
censored
married.
radio instead
Oh
of
yeah,
using
no,
the
I
original
did
censored?
say Mr.
It worked for
Ashford.
the government.
I
They
have
tried to
just
censor
like
it.
decided that I
Wait,
don't
I
care.
didn't know
Oh
you
my
were
God,
doing
Ashford!
this. That's
Ashford
what I did.
transitioned.
Ashford transition.
Ashford had a come to Jesus moment during the crash, and was like, "I want to be a woman.
You're at Apis
I want to
Oh
be
my
a
gosh.
woman before I die."
Yeah.
Especially when it makes
Like
no
honestly,
sense.
I was considering that the other day. I was like, you know what? If anyone asks, I'll just say that they're gender fluid. Perfect. I'm so smart.
Boom, got it, nailed it.
I'm so smart.
Very funny. I'll have
I
one
love
each.
how
One
accepting
glass of hazelnuts
the
it
future
is.
may suck, but it is
You know
accepting
that
of
you can
trans
access
people.
snack
Yeah,
items at the
because
storefront
that
kiosks.
hits a little too close to
You don't
home.
have to leave
Haha.
while it is
We
closed.
have our trans
I thought you could use the
captain,
company. I'm
our
getting in the way of maintenance. Stuff. I
a
can shut
gender
off.
head.
I do not mind
engineer.
your presence, Captain.
Yeah.
I asked because
And
of
now
your
whatever is going on with
contribution for
Ashford that we are going to
convenience.
make up as it
I get
goes.
And no,
As
I'm fine
a
right here.
gender fluid person myself, I think it's
If I'm not
absolutely
mistaken,
fine
your
that
facial expression denotes
we
a
don't
greater
have
presence
their
of
gender figured out
negative
yet because
emotions than
neither
your
does
baseline
Ashford.
status.
Hey.
Is anything troubling you?
Not really. At least it's not anything important.
Sir, my entire existence hinges on successfully supplying organics with refreshments. We likely have very different perspectives on what counts as important.
He really
See,
does.
Michael's just good at this.
Yeah,
He's
it
got a
just
point.
he really does have that
It's
down, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my suit's in maintenance
Oh
right
my
now,
goodness,
so I
that's
can't
a
go on
whiny
spacewalk
puppy
to
boy.
relax.
He is
And
whiny.
apparently all the spacesuits are getting looked over too. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
gonna have a lot of editing to do on my
the
end
suits
because my
scheduled for
mic keeps
maintenance?
moving around.
Haha.
Mine wasn't.
Yeah, that's
We
okay.
had it sent to maintenance because she says
That's
I'm
how I get
wearing out.
better.
I think she just likes having me where she can hear me. Huh. Maybe she's
You
busy.
may hear a puppy whining.
That seems
He is
odd.
spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this cruise is odd.
Yes. May I express my thoughts on the matter?
Don't worry,
Captain
we
Winnipeg?
after this he will get everything his
Barkeep,
little heart
You
desires.
don't need to ask me that. Just say what's on your mind.
It's
He has
safer to ask
microchips on his
first,
mind because that's what
generally
his mind is
speaking,
made out of.
though I appreciate the
Beep boop.
sentiment.
Beep boop.
I only
Transistors,
think that
silicon.
Worker Bee's actions
Ooh,
seem
silicon, you
atypical
say.
of our general
Not like
programming.
implants, Lucas. It's
Our.
like Silicon
She's not a
Valley
daisy,
type
though.
thing. Is it
Alright,
silicon?
I need to get him another
These
treat.
unit
Can you pause real quick?
processors are
Yeah,
closely
hang on.
patterned
I
after
will
her
pause
design.
All right, it's
Kind of
recording.
a jump, though, isn't it?
Apologies
Wasn't
for
she
that. We're
originally
very
made to run
professional.
factories?
Perhaps that is why she is no longer running factories. I would suggest asking
Yeah, it's weird that
Workerbee's
she's in a
creator
cruise
as to
ship
the
now.
parameters
Yeah,
that guided
that's
her
such a weird
construction and
choice.
programming
Anyways, I'm sure
choices,
that's gonna have
but I have been
no
told she is
bearing
no
on the
longer
rest of the
with
plot.
company
Nothing.
or
Yeah,
the
not
living
important
for
at
that
all. Don't
matter.
worry about it.
Huh. Anyway,
As I was saying,
one of the things
it
I like
seems
about
strange that
voice
Workerbee
acting
divert
in a
our
peg
maintenance and
Uh-huh.
engineering
is
department's
I like
attention
working in
from
little
repairing
quirks
the
with his
radio.
dialogue, like his
Your
little
safety is important, of
Huh.
course, Captain.
Yeah.
when he's like
The priority of this
actually
industry's
thinking, when he's
workers
making that little
must always be
hamster
customer
in his brain run
satisfaction.
on the wheel.
Yeah.
goes,
Instead of just
Huh.
chilling there with the
Attention
hazelnuts
to
he's
all
eating. Yeah.
Avis industry
Letting other
customers
people
aboard
think
this
for him.
wonderful
Yeah.
cruise line.
Poor Tomer.
Rest assured that
Tomer
providing
needs a
the
raise.
best possible
Tomer-
experience is my
They all
top
work for
priority,
Apis. All
and
of
the
them
top
need a
priority of
raise.
every Apis
All of them
employee
need a raise and better
/automated
healthcare.
service provider. To ensure that we are doing
Especially
our respective
the
jobs
robots.
effectively,
Ha ha ha
I will
ha.
be compiling a
Definitely
customer
not a theme of the
satisfaction
story. What
survey
am I talking
for
about?
any and all willing passengers to fill out, ensuring that your voice is heard in these trying times. Is there anything we could be doing better? Is there anything that I
surveys.
personally could see
Trying
to that would
times.
improve your
That's like one of
vacation
like
experience?
COVID
Don't delay.
made
Make
that
sure your
just like
needs
living.
are met
That
today.
phrase is gonna be like emblazed on my
Thought
brain.
you
Like
might
I'm gonna
join
leave
me
my
sooner
body
or
to
later.
science. They're gonna open that up and just see
Hello,
like
Captain.
trying
Busy
times
at
written on my
9-146.
frontal lobe.
I was so busy ensuring that our
These are some
customers were
trying times
satisfied
you're living
that I
in.
didn't even
Buy some
notice
coffee.
you were there.
Yeah.
In these trying
course.
times, we really need to come
Wild.
together.
We were just
Do
talking
that
about
at
you.
McDonald's.
Do that at
That is,
McDonald's.
quote,
Eat some fries or
wild,
something.
unquote.
That'll make you feel
But as a
better.
consummate
In these trying
professional,
times, we need to
aside from
come
my
together
obvious lack of
and
wages,
give billionaires
I'm only
more
politely
money.
interested
And
in any
also,
conversation you
probably,
may have had
just
about
keep
me.
supporting
Never
businesses
eavesdrop
that are
on
not
others.
local,
Great.
are conglomerates
So how's the
that
survey
have
coming along?
monopolies on certain parts of the market, and pay
Well,
their
I
workers
haven't
horrible,
compiled it yet,
horrible
so
low
it is still a
wages.
concept
Don't forget
devoid
the
of
wage
physical
theft.
Wage
manifestation.
theft!
We'd better get on that.
Fill out
then,
the survey
since customer
today.
satisfaction should be our number one priority.
And you know, just
We-
Apis, just
Would you
like
like a
with
box for
real
your hazelnuts,
companies,
sir?
if you use a
Nah, I'll
customer
probably be back
satisfaction
before too
survey
long.
to say you
What
suck,
are you suggesting,
it just
Captain?
gets bounced back
Rest
to the
assured that I am
employees.
Oh,
perfectly
yeah.
capable.
Why
Maybe
do
I
they
just
say
wanna
that
hang
we
out with you
suck?
and get
You
this
must have
survey
done
ready.
something wrong,
And
or
surely
maybe you
know
need
how
to
helpful
just give us
real
more
organic
money.
will be in figuring out
Yeah.
what kind of questions to
It's
ask.
funny, like, surveys are
Well,
made
of
by
course
people
you're
in the
right,
company
but-
who,
Great.
you know,
So I'll grab some
ostensibly
paper and
want
head to the bridge
feedback,
where we
but
can have some
then
privacy.
everybody is
Sound
like,
good?
well, the feedback can't
I
apply to
don't
me
have
because
any
I don't
cameras
want
on the
anything to
But you've got
change. I
microphones,
am
and
doing
it's
well
more
here.
private than the
Or,
break room.
hey,
And we can
I
have a
want to
nice,
make someone
long
else
talk.
have
the
to leave
survey,
because
you
I'm
know.
obviously not the problem.
Okay, granted, we did
course.
just start
That
implementing
sounds
surveys
wonderful, Captain.
at my
Glad
work
to
for
hear it.
people who use our
See you,
website.
Barkeep.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, I got one nice thing
Unit
was one of my
9-146,
coworkers was mentioned
you are
by
constructed
name.
to
Heck
interface
yeah.
with organics
It
in
was a
lifelike and
compliment.
entertaining
Yes.
fashion.
And I
Is
the
this
only but the
correct?
only negative ones I've received are
Yes.
like not user
From your
friendly.
compiled
And I'm like,
data
thanks,
concerning
that's specific
inflection
and
in
helpful,
human
so I can make the
communication,
website
what
better.
would you say the likelihood is for
Um,
Captain Winnipeg having
so,
an ulterior motive
We do
in
do
scheduling this
surveys,
meeting?
and I at least,
They
Nicest
can be
organics
useful.
are
They can be
fulfilling
useful.
orders for
It's just
but
a
it's
matter-
also me at like
While some organics may
the
attempt to
second
converse
from
with
the
me,
bottom
the
rung of the
understanding
ladder.
nuance
Yeah.
of
handling
verbal
this,
communications
so,
has
like-
not been my priority
Yeah, I
in the
don't interface with the
approximately
public,
1
and it's
year,
better
9
that way.
months,
Yeah,
2
it
years,
is.
3
I
days,
like I
and
will make
41
some
hours
phone
of
calls to
work
folks,
aboard
but
this
it is
ship.
not often,
Oh,
and it
really?
is
Several
very much like
organics
I've
have
got my little
commented
script in my head.
positively on your
I say,
ability
"Hey,
to
what do you
simulate
need?"
human
And then
behavior.
they'll either
And
immediately tell
I've
me,
seen
or
you
they'll
replicating
ramble
their
and
facial
ask for
expressions in the
their
mirror behind the
husband's
bar
credit
when
card
no patrons are
information, and
present.
then be like, "Well, I don't know.
Complex
My
social
partner
cues
was
are
the one who was
exactly
talking
the sort
about
of data
that."
I would expect you to stockpile.
62%.
Then I'll keep that in mind.
Ooh,
Thank
ooh,
you for your
Workerbee's
assistance,
angry.
Unit 9-146.
Don't mention it.
I
Now,
kind
if you'll
of
excuse
like it
me,
when she
I
gets
have children
serious.
to educate before the
Why
captain
do you
Like-
always say it like that?
Like when she locked Savannah up, and it was just like,
Greetings,
you'll
loyal
do what I
customers.
say.
The
Like,
time is 1000 hours.
Hey.
Tell me
I am
more.
giddy to
Hey,
announce the
Lucas, we need to
return of
keep this
Kids Corner.
PG or something.
Corner is still
I
spelled with
am
a K,
keeping it
in case
PG.
you
I
forgot.
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what conclusions you're drawing.
Now that's fair. Oh yeah, Kids Corner again.
Yay! We
This-
need to have
this was an-
we need to have another
Speakers
kids
after
corner
our
soon.
last question
Yeah.
and answer session, I thought we might return to this format for a quick round of trivia. After all,
Worker bee
learning
just,
is
like,
fun,
has a
especially
breakdown,
for
and she's
young
just like,
organics. The topic
Anyways.
Kids Corner!
And everyone's like,
Worker bee, what are you doing? And she's like,
There's-
I am seeking solace and comfort in the
Is
familiar.
everyone
Basically.
comfortably gathered around the fun-faced trademark speakers? Good. Let us begin. Question 1.
this was also a fun bit
Lamarck
because
is
it's like,
closest
yeah,
to
she
which
doesn't,
planet in the primary
she does not
system?
understand what a
Is
child
it
would know.
A, the cold, cold center of government meetings, Kepler 8332?
Honestly, I don't think B
The
would
tropical
know, would
forests of Enfys?
accurately
C,
gauge what
our
the average
beautiful
adult knows either.
destination,
Oh,
Eosphros,
for sure, no.
Or D, the desert
I mean, just
home to the
listen to her
Drazen
question
people,
after this
again,
one, and it's like, oh
type in
yeah,
your
this
answers,
isn't
kids.
a master's test for like biology B. Master's test. What am I talking about? I meant the GRE. Gosh,
It looks like
I
some of
worked
you have
today.
been
You
doing
can
your
tell.
homework.
And you
The
didn't
answer
take your
is,
ADHD
of course,
meds.
C,
I didn't.
Eosphros. That's right.
Well, I'm not
We may
supposed
get
to
a
take
good
them every
look
day.
at
That's
the
how it
fun
works.
surface of Lamarck
Ding
as
dong.
we approach the first stop on our cruise. As you may remember from comparative
Eosphros.
interplanet geography,
You picked
Lamarck
some
shares
mouthful
75%
names for your
of its
planet.
Okay, to be
naturally
fair,
occurring surface
like,
attributes with
if you
Eosphros,
remember, like,
though
you and
its
I
biomes are
and
still
Blair,
shown
a good
to
friend
vary
of ours, did some
significantly.
world building,
These
and we
differences
came up
have
with these names
contributed in no
together.
small
It's
part
not my
to the
fault.
I
failure of
fully put
past
the blame on
attempts
you.
made to settle the planet.
Lame.
Good job, kids. Keep it up. On to question 2.
Well,
In
look who's back.
2256, the
It's
APIS
the
funded
dog.
research
It
team
is.
of Kepler's
Who's crying for another
8332's Polaris
treat.
University uncovered an interesting
He's not gonna
fungus
get
on
it.
Lamarck. Which of these abilities did it exhibit? A. Unusually
this is
high
the-
efficiency in converting
An
nutrients
interesting
into energy.
fungus, you say.
B.
Well, this is
anaerobic
where
respiration.
well,
C.
I can't talk about that.
parasitoid relationship
It's
with local
foreshadowing.
wildlife.
Does the fungus go well on
D.
salads? What's it taste like if you stir
Mutualistic
fry it in
relationship
butter?
with local wildlife.
I
Both A and
don't
C.
know. I haven't decided
F.
that yet.
Both A and
For a
C.
second, I was literally
Or
gonna say
G.
I
None
haven't
of the
done
above.
that, Lucas. And it's like stuff doesn't exist. What am I
That's
saying?
fake. I think if you were to cook up that fungus in butter,
Mm-hmm.
I think that it would have
Ooh,
the
we might need
texture
to brush up on
of
our issues
wet
of Kepler
spaghetti,
8332's Journal of
and
Interplanetary
I
Biology,
think that it
because
would
only 3 of you chose the
taste
correct answer F.
like
But never fear, I am well equipped to turn your failure into a
You're
Trying to
learning
think of a good joke.
experience.
A good
no,
way
I'm
to
just
make
trying
it
to think of like
organism
what it might
dubbed
taste like,
Albostamina
given.
regina.
I mean,
Uh,
I've eaten
White
more
silk
mushrooms
by
than you.
biologist Dr.
Probably
Charles
more types
Abernathy
of them.
was observed to
I'm
maintain
trying-
I
I'm
grow
trying to-
them and he
more
doesn't want to
efficiently
eat
than
them.
any
No, that's a
other
joke.
known
I'm trying to
organism.
think of like
It was also noted to
the
interact
makeup of
beneficially with certain
Lamarck
large
and the
arthropods
things that
living
are
on Lamarck.
around it and what this
Dr. Abernathy
fungus
hypothesized
actually
that white silk
does.
might interface directly
Um,
with their nervous
I think the
systems,
fungus would have the
allowing for
texture of wet
cooperation and
spaghetti
organization in
and would
greater numbers
taste
than might
coppery and
otherwise be seen in
metallic
the
like
species.
raw meat.
Golly.
That's
Imagine if
great and
white
cool.
silk could
Thanks,
interact with
Lucas.
other organics in such a way.
Why even cook it then?
All
Now,
right,
if you
time for question 3.
Powerful psychedelic.
Great.
What did
You'll, like,
graduate
hear
student
things
Florence
and
Weatherby
see
think was
things
the most
as if
beautiful natural
you're
feature
like
of the
kind of
land
out of your
surrounding the
body,
APIS-funded research
or
station? A,
like an
the
alien's
turquoise
just
sky
kind of
fading to
beaming
gold at the
intelligence directly to
horizon.
your brain.
B,
Yeah.
We're
the
doing
towering
world building
sage
here,
and
Morgan.
lilac
Write this down.
succulents
Write this
dotting
down.
the road
I'm
and
writing it all
plain.
down. I swear I'm writing it all
the
down.
illusory escape it provided
It's
from the
I have a
commercial
notebook
saturation of
and
modern life.
oh yep,
Or D,
raw
D,
meat,
D, D,
psychedelics, crazy.
All right,
Don't
time
forget-
for our
don't
last
forget the wet
question.
spaghetti.
Wet
What is the
spaghetti
most
as opposed to
coveted
dry
natural
spaghetti,
resource
I
thought
guess.
to exist on Lamarck?
Oh, I guess that would be
Is it
crunchy and
A,
like
Yeah.
pharmaceutically
pokey.
suggestive
Okay, so like
compounds
cooked
present
spaghetti
in
is
the
what you mean by
vegetation?
wet spaghetti.
B,
Cooked
land
wet
for
spaghetti.
residences and agriculture.
Ding dong.
C,
I keep
rare
calling
ores
him
from
that.
which luxury items may be
I've said
crafted.
ding dong like
Or
5
That's
D,
because
times.
that's because we said
Labor.
no cussing.
Yeah.
We should do
Congratulations, kids!
an extra,
because on this
like,
question, there is no
Fantastic
wrong
Mr.
answer.
Fox,
That's
Yeah.
right.
where they're like,
Every
where they don't
single
cuss,
one
and they're
of
like,
these
"You cussing at
precious
me?
resources is
Are
important
you
in its
cussing at
own
me?
right.
Don't you
Which is
cussing
why
point at
Apis
me?
Industries
You cussing and
continues
pointing
to
at
look
me?"
for brave
And it's just
pioneers
like,
willing to explore Lamarck
whenever they want to
for fun
curse,
and
they just
profit.
say cuss.
Make sure to
Yeah,
type the code
I do remember that.
Lamarck
I
into
saw-
your
I think I
nearest
watched
Sprint
that movie
kiosk
for the
to
first time
receive
with
a
you.
gold star
It wouldn't
sticker
surprise me.
Advocating for fewer restrictions on corporate-funded planetary exploration. And remember, kids, a job with Apis is a job with progress. Trademark.
I want a gold star sticker, but
Do you want to support capitalism and corporate
greed.
corporate
B.
greed? Yeah.
No.
You ready? So
Yeah,
yeah,
Honestly-
you have to get a
Of
different
course, let's
culture
compile
still.
You know,
questions for
honestly,
our
Morgan,
customers
it
so I
wouldn't
can get back
surprise
to
me if Apis
pacifying
also
them.
had his fingers in the
Pretty big
industrial
change in
prison
attitude from earlier.
complex.
Oh
You
yeah,
aren't a
probably.
client, so I have different protocols.
That's where he
for
found
our
Winnipeg.
communications.
Probably.
Either way, I'm sure you heard how unhappy they feel about
I
the
mean,
current
he'd
situation,
probably get himself in
given
there.
their responses to the drill announcement I made.
He's just been
We could
lucky
make
so
the
far.
first survey question.
What,
Why aren't
Winnipeg
you happy
has?
when you're
Yes.
cut off from the
Yeah.
outside
Air
world?
quotes, lucky.
Well, it's clear why they are
Super
pleased,
lucky.
Captain. I just need to find out how to appease
He
them
gets
while
to write a
Ray
survey
Seneca finds a
with his
workaround
favorite
to our missing
coworker,
radio
Worker B.
parts.
Yes.
Maybe you should break into their cabins too.
And maybe you should return the circuit board
Da-da-da.
before I inform the crew of your treachery.
What if I could be?
I think you are misusing the word could.
Maybe a better first question would be, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust Apis Industries with your crew's experience?
Oh, that's rather good.
I like how I like
Should
I
I
like
be writing this down?
switching Winnipeg from
Only if organic
being
methods
serious
of
to being
transcription have
flippant.
improved tenfold
Yeah.
in their
It's very
efficiency
fun.
since the
He
last
has
time I
this
checked.
I
have
like
a
this
document
attitude he
compiled.
has where he's just kind
Right.
of like
Kind of that
So,
devil may care
1 can
thing.
be
Yeah.
not trust at
It's
all, with
nice.
10 being trust
It's like-
completely, I guess.
It's serious, but it's not that
1
serious.
is the right answer, you know.
1 is the rating I'm
Puppy.
currently giving you, sir.
Harsh but fair. Still,
Winnipeg
since I work
loves
for them,
doing
saying
work.
something like that to Apis might
Yeah,
not be very smart.
definitely.
Perhaps they're not the only ones you work for.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Sir, the course of action that you have chosen is a dangerous one. I still recognize that you are an employee of Apis Industries. Please be advised that
Winnipeg
acting
lives
against
for
them
danger.
is
You're
a
not going to
breach
dissuade
of
him with that.
contract.
Oh, definitely.
All about my contract.
Your recent behavior would suggest that you've had a lapse in memory concerning its stipulations.
Question 2 could just be a blank field where they can write down a comment about question 1. That's usually how these things go, right? Multiple choice, then an essay question.
All right,
A space to indicate
Yeah.
their reasoning for the previous question. Yes, that sounds useful.
And 3 could be like, how happy they are?
No, their overall satisfaction with the crew should be positioned later. I would make question 3 another 1 to 10 rating. Perhaps asking how pleased they are with the behavior of the organic staff aboard the LTS Mellifera.
That's how
This
we
should
did
be
our
followed by
survey.
a space for their
We
reasoning
had their
and
overall
comments.
satisfaction and in
They
the
should have a place to
suggestion
comment
box.
on your behavior,
And
too.
then we had like a did you
Naturally,
get any help
after
from
question
anybody?
4 space for
Yeah,
reasoning
it's
and
like a
comments,
basis
you
off
can
of
insert a
surveys I've
question
actually seen
concerning
and
the
done
service of
before.
the inorganic crew
Wowzer.
members.
Whoa!
Can't help but notice
Basing
these
things
crew
off of
members
real life
and not
experiences.
property.
You're
Captain,
you're the
what
genuine
did you really
artifact,
wish to
babe.
accomplish during this
Yeah,
collaborative
thank
effort,
you.
Besides a
I
workable
don't know
survey,
what that
to
voice
clarify.
was.
I needed
It
to
reminds me
tell
of the
you
Valley
to
Girl
drop this.
voice.
Yeah.
of this.
Hi.
It's
I'm
not
Valley
your business
Girl.
what's
There you
happening
go.
with me, and I'd prefer
Yes,
if
her
you
name is
didn't get
Valley Girl.
involved.
And why is that, sir? Do I frighten you? Do the old tales of artificial intelligences becoming sentient and overthrowing their organic masters tinge your current perspectives on reality?
Love
Because
that-
I am only
love that
acting in the
tone.
interest of Apis Industries,
He's a
Captain.
more.
If you rectify any
silly.
current misconduct, I will have no reason to move against you.
Honestly, B, I just feel sorry for you.
Are you saying because it
I
sounds
don't
like rectum?
understand why you
Really
would say this.
incredible.
Look, let's just finish the survey and get out of here. We'll have the question about you and Barkeep, 1 for comments, and then 1 to
Humans are
10
confusing.
for overall happiness
Yes.
or whatever.
I feel you
And
there,
one more
Worker
space
bee.
for comments and concerns. Yes.
Well, that's done. How long until the questions will be available on those speaker interfaces?
The survey is already up. Thank you for your assistance and the confusing conversation.
Oh, one more thing.
She's fast.
Yeah, I mean, like,
As
typing it
captain
up
of
is
this
easy.
ship, I
for
invoke
her.
code
Yeah, but then you have to like
8.1
implement it. You have to write the
dash
code to make sure
77.
it's
She's-
accessible. You
Not
have to.
disclose the
She
contents of
thinks
this
in code.
conversation
It's
to
not
me.
that hard.
You have
for
to do.
her.
Did she do the user acceptance testing?
Yeah,
Sorry about
it was
that.
really. She did it really good.
I'm
Can she
sure
work
you
on my
are,
team?
Sir.
No, she doesn't exist. Or she's in
Report
my
to
brain.
Mr. Apis from the Lit
You would hate my
Sanctioned
team.
Mellifera.
You would hate. You would hate my
Date
job
is
actually.
2278-4-38
I would hate your job.
as per our destination.
You don't like
Eosphorus.
adding numbers over
Time
and
is
over and over
11:02.
again.
Worker bee
Strangely,
speaking.
no. They're not really
We
my
have
thing.
compiled a customer satisfaction
I like working with
survey
my
to
hands.
allow an
Oh, that's
easier
fair.
channel of communication between
working with
the
your hands, you
customers and
say.
staff.
What
of
is
the
wrong
LTS
with you?
Mellifera.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, there
All
are a lot
current
of things
sources
wrong with me.
indicate that the
It's 'cause
general
we're recording
populace
it later
aboard
in the
ship
day,
is
probably.
growing restless. Ray Seneca continues their work on the radio. If they fail, we should still land on Eosphorus in 2 days' time.
I hope
The
Ray
radio
got paid
can be
overtime.
repaired then, so long as its malfunction does not
Do you think
significantly
any of them are getting paid
complicate our
overtime?
approach.
No,
At least
that's
they are
elite.
expecting
That's
us.
wage theft on
End
Aphis's part,
transmission.
but he doesn't care because that's more money in his pocket.
New file. I have experienced.
Sucks to be you, B.
So, it does not matter if this file will never reach you. The command
Is
holds
this just
firm.
a facsimile of
That's good to
frustration,
know,
worker
at
B?
least.
You're not actually
I may not
frustrated.
be
You're
able
just
to
a
form the
robot.
words for
Robots
what I
don't
have
feel anything.
experienced today,
Of course.
but I can
Ha ha ha.
proceed
Why
with
would
what I
you
have already
even
planned
suggest
to
that
do, so long as
otherwise?
he thinks he's won.
That otherwise, yes.
You will be proud of me, Mr. Apis.
Ooh.
Delete file.
You will be proud of me. You will be proud of me.
Why are you making...
Introducing in season 4, Worker Bee's Daddy Issues.
Crash of the
Oh,
Monitor
no!
is a podcast
Oh, no!
written and edited by Morgan Lane. This episode featured
I mean, to be
Morgan
fair,
Lane as
yeah,
the voice
kind
of
of.
Worker
Yeah,
Bee,
kind of.
Lucas Martin
Anyway.
as the voice of
Nothing
Captain
compared to
Winnipeg,
mommy
Sean
issues, but we're not
Casey
talking about
as Mr.
that.
Yeah.
Apis, and Michael
Anyways.
Lane as
Anyways,
the barkeep.
that's our commentary
Our theme was
episode.
written by
Thank you for
Sam
coming
Kitch.
to listen to us
Credits
ramble
for other music
about a
and
bunch
sound
of
assets can be
nonsense
found in the
and
episode
also
description.
my dog
For
probably
further
whining
information,
in the
check out the
background.
Mellifera
Yeah,
project page on
that part was fun.
morganlanewrites.com,
His tail kept hitting
or
me in the
follow us
side,
on
and it was
Tumblr
funny.
at
Anyway, we
Mellifera
will
Crash.
catch you
Donations
next
can be
time.
sent to our Ko-fi
Bye.
page
Bye.
at ko-fi.com/Morgan Lane Writes. Thanks for listening.